Connor and Simeon, welcome to the Running Effect podcast. How are we doing this afternoon?
Oh, we're doing great. Got a morning running, feeling good.
Same, doing pretty good. Thanks for having us on, Dominic.
Running it back, this time with some good news. Let's break it to the people. You're not injured. This is big, guys.
No, I know it's crazy. It feels crazy actually running again, but yeah, finally back to feeling good.
Yeah, consistency, it feels like a treat right now, so I'm enjoying it.
Let's check out some numbers. Connor, a cheeky little 100.08 mile week last week. What's the ego? Well, but to be fair, it's a little soft because the week before was 100.09. Did that humble you at all?
No, feels good. It feels actually really good to start running higher mileage and just trying to be consistent and get a good summer training. But yeah, no, the first week did humble me. But I think I kind of adjusted to it now, and then I felt way better running this week. So yeah, it's nice.
Simeon, you're running big boy mileage too. Take two on college cross country running. How are you feeling? About a month left till y'all hit the streets of Eugene again.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I mean, fitness is where I'd like it to be. It's kind of like the first full summer of training I'll have since usually I race kind of late, so it'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I enjoy summer training.
Maybe this is revealing too many trade secrets. If so, we can cut this out. A few days ago, it ripped a little 10.4 miler, 520 pace. Did you watch some David Goggins before? What was, I didn't see Connor do that. Why so fast?
Oh, that was just like it's like a run I do. Probably like my third time doing it. It's just a little fun run we have. It's like down this road in South Dakota from tourist town to tourist town, and so it's just kind of fun. But it's kind of downhill too, so it's not like that quick. But yeah, I had fun doing that.
I know last time we talked, both of you guys were both going through injuries. I would say in a pretty tough spot, both physically and mentally. And I would say just like overall, it seemed like y'all were just like fed up with running and just ready to do what you guys are now doing. Can you speak to, being multiple weeks into really consistent mileage and, really getting some good weeks of training in and what that feels like to finally be back and also start to feel some momentum from where you guys were at before?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head with that. Like, going what like 5 months and can't get any consistent training on you. Just get fed up with everything. So definitely nice to be able to get back to doing what I love. And yeah, it's definitely humbling because when I first came back, I just was like, I just couldn't understand how running felt so hard. But now that I finally kind of get some more weeks under me, this is the first week I'd say I was finally like a good training week because everything's finally starting to click a little more now. So
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Once you get a couple weeks in, you kind of feel like your old self, and you kind of forget about all those weeks you had off of not running, and it just feels really good to kind of feel more like yourself again.
What would you guys say to someone who's coming back from an injury? Connor, you alluded to it, that you felt pretty crappy first few weeks of like you basically said I only started feeling good last week, which was a 100-mile week, so it took you quite some time. What would you say just in terms of like being patient and realizing that like, hey, you might feel really out of shape, but when things turn, they turn really fast. You just got to make it to that point.
I don't know. It's corny, but yeah, trust the process, I guess. I mean, I thought I had like a disease or something, or like something with gym, like my iron was wrong, or like something was wrong with me. Like when I first came back, I was running like 7 minute pace and it felt just terrible. I was like, I have a problem. Like I'm done with running forever. Like I'm never gonna be as good as I was. And then you just kind of got to muscle through it and get your body adapts quickly. So you just got to kind of let the body get used to what you're doing, and then you can go further and push yourself further.
Simeon, any additional thoughts on that question?
No.
Leave it to okay, this is incentive to people to watch on YouTube. Connor looks like an assistant coach right now with his Oregon polo. What's the take on the fit, Simeon?
And I like it. It's classy. It's athletic. I mean, I feel like if he was recruiting me, I'd probably like go to his school.
There you
Any
go.
Connor, any
Smart
interest in
man.
Joining the coaching ranks one day? You and Father Burns linking up.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it'd definitely be fun, but I feel like I have other plans post running career that I would pursue. But maybe it's like when I'm retired, it's like a little side gig. Maybe
Are y'all putting? I'm forgetting one of the names of your brothers. There's Brian, and then who's the other one?
there's Sean, and then Chris is the youngest.
Who's Brian? Does Brian not exist?
Yeah, Brian's a sophomore.
Oh,
Or
okay.
he's
So
a
there are
junior
three of them.
now.
There are three of them.
Yeah.
Are you and your dad taking these boys to the Olympics, or are they playing too much Fortnite this summer?
That's my plan. I'm telling them to get their training up, and some of them are being a little lazy right now. But yeah, I'm always pushing them to be better. So I have plans for them. They don't have plans for themselves, but I have plans for them.
Brian, the sophomore, how are we feeling about his chances of bringing one home back to the Burns family?
State this year?
Yeah,
He
Missouri.
should. By all means, he should. Good Lord, about time.
Freddie, give us the update on Freddie.
He's passed out right now in the living room. No squirrels or deer to bark at. So hopefully we shouldn't be interrupted this time.
Very fair, very fair. So Simeon took a quick little cheeky trip to Maine. Very active on TikTok these days. Take me through this.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to do right now, so I was just like, I might as well start posting on TikTok more because it's like it's a lot easier than Instagram in my eyes. Like I feel like I can just post whatever and it's just like fine. Where Instagram, I feel more pressure, which there isn't really, but it just feels that way. So I don't know. I like just like posting randomly on TikTok.
Connor, game of choice this summer. Is it what's the game you love? Brawl Stars? Is it Fortnite with Simi? Is it something
No,
else?
it was a Brawl Stars phase, but now it's definitely turned into more of a Minecraft phase.
Okay. Is this just singular focus? Is this you and the brothers? Is this you and the Oregon boys?
I had a world going. It's kind of died out now, so I'm kind of more like I'm in the single player world right now that I made. So yeah, but definitely single focused. Once I'm locked in on a game, I'm locked in.
Simeon, what are you up to these days? Disc golf game? How's that going?
Disc golf has been rough. I won't lie. Kind of took a lot of time off at Oregon and came back and first couple of rounds went good, and then I feel like just the lack consistently got to me, and I've just been playing terribly. I mean, I've had some rough days at the course. I won't lie. I've thrown a couple of discs, almost lost a couple, almost broke a few. I'm not gonna lie. It's been rough out there, so I've taken about a week off and tried to regather myself, and maybe I'll give another go, but it's hard.
So Connor, I know last conversation, and I think Simeon, you expressed this a little bit too, but you were talking about the jump in mileage last fall, and that was less of the issue, but more you were running like 620 pace every day. Are you gonna make this same mistake this year, or are you feeling confident ripping 100 miles a week at 620 pace? I forget what this drop runs are.
Me? Oh no, I don't think it's a mistake. It's just the mistake was not building up to it appropriately. That was a mistake. I'm still gonna run as much as I can, as much as my body will let me, and then maybe I'll add some cross training on top of that if I feel generous. But yeah, no, I definitely want to train as much as possible.
What's the key to a 100-mile week? Shed some light
I
for
mean,
your teammate over there who's running 60s. Have a father who was really good at running and get those genetics, or something else.
yeah, I guess so. Just don't be weak. Honestly, just get a mentality. You're gonna go it. If your bones don't cooperate, that's just a skill issue. Honestly.
That should be the graphic post. Oh, that's a good line right there.
Skill
That's a good
issue.
line. How much would you say, like in all sincerity, if that's possible for you, being serious here, how much of running 100 miles a week is mental versus physical? Like how much is your body just dead during the week? Is it more like the mental aspect of like I have to go out twice a day or?
No, I mean I'm just kind of used to that at this point. Like it's just like how you get used to running every day. Now it's used to running like twice a day, 4 times a week or something. So I mean, it's just I don't. There's not really a mental fatigue or physical fatigue right now. Honestly, I'm just feeling good running. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of habit for me, I guess, at this point.
Take me through the 18-mile long run, 6 flat pace, raw dogged it. What was that like? Take the people through it. Is this how you get good at running?
Yeah, I mean, just put in the miles, I guess. Like go out, just trail was pretty soft. It just rained a lot, so it was pretty muddy. And honestly, felt like pre-trail, I was getting kind of mad that the trail was not cooperating the first half of the run. So I went like a different direction, and it was better for the last half. But yeah, just kind of started out slow and then escalated it down to like 520 at the end. So it was nice, quality long run. Felt good.
When do you boys go back to Eugene? What's that date? And what are some things you guys are looking to accomplish before fully going into the hands of the madman, Jerry Schumacher. I say that lovingly. Great coach.
Yeah. I think, what is he doing? August 26th
Yeah, that's our
is the
report
date.
date. Yeah.
And then, I don't know, beforehand, I kind of want to do like a road 5K race just to see where I'm at. Maybe race some, I heard there's like some Kenyans or something in St. Louis that do like the road series. So maybe I'll hop in there, see what I can
Second
do.
worst city in the U.S. There, I said
Yeah,
it. Do you agree with
fair
me
enough.
there? I think it's a terrible.
No,
St.
I'm not
Louis
a
is
fan.
so overhyped.
I have some friends that like live in like a nice part of it, but for the most part, I'm not a fan of St. Louis.
As someone who lives in Missouri, what's your take on the Chiefs?
They're fine. I mean,
You a Chiefs fan?
Chiefs fan. Yeah.
Really?
I grew up a Bears fan, so we had to like adopt the Chiefs as like our AFL team. But yeah, they're fine. They're all right. Solid.
We have. I don't think we have any pro teams. Honestly, we have like a bunch of like.
Hockey.
Yeah, we have the Rushmore, the Rush, which they're like. I don't even know which league they're in, but they're pretty good. Yeah, that's probably like the closest.
So I have no clue who that is or what that is, but I'm assuming pretty good hockey players. You take the fastest hockey player, you put him against you and Hayward, fully iced over 400 meter. Definitely never did this 400 meter race in skates. Who wins?
What kind of question is that? Those guys are so fast.
I don't know.
They're so explosive. Nah, they would absolutely destroy me.
Really? Is there a point at which it becomes aerobic and you'd be confident in winning? Like maybe a marathon on skates?
Maybe like at 800 to a mile would be pretty equal because, I mean, most of those guys are purely like anaerobic players because they play for less than a minute in their shifts. So if you made it like a 2 or 3 minute race, I might be able to do all right.
Connor, what's the best non-running sport you got going on? You look like you could be like a good like pickleball player or like lax player.
We do play some pickleball at Oregon. It gets pretty competitive.
Yeah, we do some.
But no, I
pickleball.
mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty decent ping pong player, but I've been humbled. I've been still practicing like not at all. So I don't even know if I can call myself a ping pong player anymore.
You walk around in campus, both of you, dripped out in the Oregon XC track and field gear. People ask what sport are you a part of. You tell them. What's the general reaction of a University of Oregon student?
I don't think that really happens.
Really?
At least, I mean,
Do you wear the gear much?
I don't know. I don't really walk around. Not really.
No.
No. I mean, unless we're like running, like going to class, I don't really wear athletic gear usually, but
You go to class? This is news.
occasionally, yeah.
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 Connor, we talked about this in regards to Sam McDonald, then we talked about it on your podcast, your guys' rebuttal. Any final takeaways from freshman year in terms of class rankings or final exams or any of that stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Sam beef was settled a while ago. I can't remember what happened, but I just know I won, so that's all that matters.
Is there who you versus Simeon class wise? Who's got the better grades?
Gonna have to go with myself on this one.
Yeah,
Is this true?
I think so. Yeah, Connor usually gets like a little bit better.
What about chess? Many chess games going down?
We haven't really recently.
I'm down to
I think
play chess.
he's scared to play me.
Oh,
No,
I'll
you're
play
scared,
you.
bro. I've asked you.
I've been playing
No.
a decent amount recently. I played a lot in Maine.
No, I've asked you multiple times, and you always denied me.
I went on
I think you're just scared.
5-0 against Will in Maine, and Will's
All
actually
right, well, that's
decent.
against Will. So.
You've lost to him before. You can't even say that.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I literally haven't. What? No,
Yes,
I
you
haven't.
have. I remember this.
It did not happen.
Yeah.
What?
So-
I don't know what you're remembering, bro.
So I think the what's interesting is played chess a ton senior year. Connor, you get a national record. Simeon pulls off the greatest week of a high school distance boy of all time. Final week of high school running. This was at a time when you guys played chess all the time. Started to play a little less. Injuries started creeping up. Sounds like y'all are getting slowly back into it. You drop a 100-mile week. Simeon's running high mileage for himself, running 10 miles at 5:20 pace, acting like it's nothing. Is there something here that we should look into?
I could see it.
What?
The correlation.
The correlation. Simeon's definitely the
Oh.
smarter of you two.
Yeah,
He got
it's
that.
a little bit. I could see it.
Correlation between chess and high-level running. Magnus Carlsen versus Jakob.
It's probably like a.
Did I get that name right?
Yeah.
I'm not a chess guy. I'm surprised I know that. Wasn't there a
I
cheating
mean, Magnus
scandal
is
though?
just it was someone else. Yeah, that was is that Caruana? No, that was Hans Niemann, who was the cheating scandal.
Really, what was he doing?
If you know chess, you'll know. He will. I think he had like a device in his like shoe or something that people like. It was never proven,
Uh,
but it was like alleged that he was like he'd either go to the bathroom and get like a calculator, or he would have like an earpiece or like a little device in his shoe. I think was one of the like allegations, and he was like cheating against like all the greats. I think like Carlsen like refused to play him because he said he was cheating.
really?
A few topics I want to get your guys' take on before going through some listener questions. First one, we brought up our boy Isam Masinga. Throughout the years, he was an early addition to the call room when he was running faster than Noah Lyles. What's the take on Isam? Is he gonna have a comeback in 4 years, or is he gonna hang it up,
Yeah, bro.
join disc golf or chess?
Free man, bro. He's taking into Gatorade right now. Like he's taking up for himself. He's proven his innocence, bro. Frick Gatorade, bro. They're screwing him over.
Honestly,
Simeon, what's the take?
I mean, I'm just more interested to see if he wins this lawsuit, and I want to know, like, if he does win, like, what is he gonna get? Like, how much money? Or that's what I want to know.
I want to know if the gummies he took was actually contaminated because they had those like every single day for us last fall, and then they disappeared.
They did.
So
They did disappear.
the same gummies that he like got
Really?
busted for supposedly. Yeah.
Well,
That
we're
sucks.
probably
They
like
just stopped showing
incriminating.
up?
We're probably like incriminating
Yeah.
ourselves right now.
Dang. Someone test these boys. No, you probably haven't had them in quite some time. Also, y'all were injured,
Yeah,
so
they had negative side
watch
effects.
Simeon have run like 350 and he drops that fact. USADA shows up on his doorstep like immediately. They're listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Other topic in terms of doping, you guys might not feel comfortable talking on this subject. I could potentially have some of these athletes on the podcast one day, and I would say it to their face. Men's 800, weakest event of all time the last 4 years. Some random 2 weeks, a bunch of people go 141, 142. The guy who's running 141 is from the country that McLuffy was from, and they always have absolutely cracked 800-meter guys who are like found to have like syringes in their lockers like McLuffy was. They can't be clean. Is it just me thinking this, or free Bryce Hoppel is my thought? Like, bro was going to win
Yeah,
gold.
I'm with you on this. Like, I mean, it's hard. Like, I'm not sure. Like, if you can say that they're doping like online because they might like come at you for like libel or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm with you on this one.
I mean,
It's definitely sus.
Yeah, I wouldn't say outright they're doping. All I'm saying is I don't know how the 5th place finisher runs the 16th fastest time in history. And the top 5, I've never heard of any of them. And I'm not saying they're doping, but it's like, put me on whatever quadruple threshold workout you're doing. Drop the details or something. Simeon, what's the take?
I mean, I think like throughout history, it's been proven that, I mean, after a couple years pass, like a lot of medals get taken away from like major races and like world championships. And I think it's realistic to say like, you could say like half of them will get caught. And that's like, wouldn't be a crazy statement.
The sad part is a lot of them won't get caught though.
Yeah.
Right. Third topic to bring up, incredibly curious to get the book review. I'm sure he sent you a forwarded copy. Sean Brosnan, the man, dropping his own book. What's the take on this, boys? Raw, honest take.
Click my link when it comes out. Buy it from the link I'm going to post on my Instagram story. It's the best link to click it from.
Bro's getting commission. Did you get asked to write the forward? Like, as your quote on the top, like, revolutionary book, changed my perspective.
Yeah. It was his wife, actually. She's like my best friend, Tanya. So we're besties, and she asked me like write a little something like review for the book, but they just couldn't fit it in because it was like so glamorous. Like, I loved it so much. It was too long. They couldn't fit
it was
on the
like
back
better
of the
than the
book,
book
so.
itself, and they didn't want that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They didn't want to like
that makes sense.
overshadow the book.
I heard there's like a whole chapter
sense.
just like titled Connor Burns in there, like maybe a couple, just like a little
Pretty much,
segment.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Simeon, what's the take?
Uh,
Are you guys gonna read it?
no, I don't think so.
You probably aren't big readers, though. You're probably not big readers. Before getting into some listener questions, Connor, I think you want to spill the tea on a long run you did 2 weeks ago. Story time. Go for it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that might have been one of the single worst 2 hours of my life. I started off at like 6:30 pace, and like thinking, all right, I'm gonna start off conservative, and escalate it down, get down, run the last couple miles a little faster. And I didn't take into account how bad the weather was. It was 102 and 80% humidity. And I was trying to run 18 miles. And so I started off like 6:30 pace. I'm like, dang, my legs feel like more tired than usual. And then I just kept going. And at mile 9, like when I turned around, I was like, the only like logical thought in my head was water. Cause I had no water. Like I was just sweating, like everything, like it was bad. And then I found this like guy on the side of the trail who's like had a run club or something. And I asked him to drink his water, and I was like a momentary reprieve. But and I think like 5 miles to go, I like jumped in the river, and the only thing that stopped me from drinking it was the story from Carter Cutting. Like I wanted to drink the river so bad. I just remember him throwing up at Brooks.
Circa Brooks 2023.
But, yeah, shout out Carter Cutting, bro. The life lessons, but it was terrible. I mean, I was basically doing like mile repeats on the way back because I just couldn't run for more than like 5 minutes at a time. I was so dehydrated. It was terrible. I was running like, I think my last mile was like 7:50. So it was just like zigzagging like Cooper Tier. It was terrible.
Parker Valby action. Simeon, you know what this sounds like?
What?
This story? Skill issue?
I'd call it a skill issue. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't do
750.
that.
I mean, come on now.
750 for a long run, Connor?
It's like negative zone 5.
What are your easy runs looking like?
Huh?
My easy runs faster than
What are
750.
your easy runs? I was talking to Simeon, bro.
I'd say average about like 650, 655 for the summer mileage.
Yeah, bro.
Okay,
Put that down, bro. You're not getting real benefit out of that.
Hey, bro, talk to me after our first race.
All right, bro. I will this year.
Hey, when's the first race? Is it Dellinger? Invite?
We have no idea.
Yeah, I've heard rumors that Dellinger is getting moved to October this year.
Yeah,
Really?
I've heard that too.
Race.
Until then, who's winning workouts?
We don't really run that hard workouts, honestly.
Actually, Ohio guy question. Ran past his high school yesterday. Take on Elliot Cook, running out of his mind. He literally lives 10 minutes from where I live. Good guy. Good Ohio guy.
It's good.
He's a demon.
It's really good.
Let's go through some listener questions. First one, would they ever do an Ironman triathlon?
Maybe it's like a joke, like down the road, like
Like,
hey, I bet you couldn't do an Ironman. And I'm like, all right, and then I'll like race him or something. But never like while I'm actually competing running, because I feel like that would be too much of an impediment to training. Maybe when I'm like 40, I'll be like David Goggins, and I'd do like one just to show everybody like, yeah, you guys suck. But
yeah. I mean, what is that? Biking, swimming, and running?
Yeah. So it's like you swim 3 miles, bike like 120, and then run a marathon.
Yeah, I'm not swimming 3 miles. There's no way.
Someone asked who got their driver's license first.
I definitely did.
Me? Oh, yeah.
Because South Dakota's weird. Yeah, you can get your learner's permit.
When can you get it?
Learner's when you're 14, and then like you can drive by yourself when you're like 14 and a half.
That's the most South Dakota thing I've ever heard.
I mean, they changed it, but like when I was getting it, that's when I got it.
Someone asked what they've changed after injury. So what have you guys changed after injury?
Not much, really. I mean, I'm running more consistently now, I guess, because we're not doing workouts. The workouts are just kind of whatever we feel. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of getting ready for the fall.
Yeah, I mean, I just run slower and will run less.
Jacob asked, when is Simeon and Connor coming back to Strava? I think this is a skill issue, not finding the burner accounts personally.
I actually haven't seen that many requests since we talked about it on the last podcast. Or I know it was mentioned somewhere, but
I'll drop this because y'all don't have to accept the follow requests. Listeners, go through I think I follow over 400 people. You'll know. You'll know. There's some zesty names. You'll know.
Whoa. Yeah, they're going to send them on side quests for no reason because they're not going to get accepted. Actually, yeah, maybe I'll drop Venmo. If they Venmo me $1,000, I'll accept it. That's pretty reasonable, I feel like.
I think that's fair, yeah.
Emma asked who is winning the Olympic 15. One of y'all said Josh Kerr. I think Connor did. You're a fool. You're a fool, sir.
No, I did not. No.
Did Simeon?
No,
One of you said Josh. I remember fighting about it.
When? On the last podcast?
Last pod in April, maybe?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Are y'all both?
I doubt
Who's
that.
winning? Who's winning?
Ingebrigtsen, bro.
I mean,
Simeon?
yeah.
Glorious King to spring 326.
I would say he's like a 75% chance of winning. Like he should win. He probably will win. But it could be a classic race where he just doesn't have a pacer and tries to lead too much. And
Right. I'm looking up last episode to try and find if one of you said Josh. I just put in Connor Burns. So many episodes. So many episodes. Okay, let me see if I can find Jakob or Kerr. Jakob or Kerr. Let's fact check myself here. See if great question from my guy Levi. Shout out Levi. I rode with him like twice a week. I listen to podcasts at 1.9 speed, so let me break it down real quick. 1.0 speed. Said Jakob or Kerr. I want to get your take on this.
Kerr's looking good right now. 20 Como 25 last lap. It's not bad.
11-1.
No, I agree, Dominic. Kerr's different. I mean, yeah, Jakob's the GOAT, but Kerr's catching up there.
Bro just got fact checked live. Bro just got fact checked live. He said, "Don't put words in my mouth." He said, "Don't put words in my mouth."
No, that's proving my point. I did not say Kerr's gonna win. I said he's catching up.
Let's keep playing it.
Jakob's gonna be hurt for half the year, like he pretty much is, and he's still gonna roll.
Yes, sir.
The Olympics. I mean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you can say what you want. Jakob's just simply better. That's how it is.
Victoria said.
You alluded to
exactly.
Kerr. You would have alluded to Kerr. You didn't say anything about Jakob.
Nah.
Seaman, help me out here.
You're like a politician. You're putting words in my mouth, bro. I did not say that.
I mean, yeah, Connor, he did not say it, but he was definitely like supporting Kerr. But I mean, I'll give it to him. He did not say anything about the Olympics.
Bro did not say one positive thing about Jakob.
I didn't say he was gonna lose.
I'm with Simeon on this one. Simeon said literally to a T, it doesn't matter. Jakob will be out for half a year. Still going to win the Olympics. Okay, next question. Since they get free shoes, how often do they switch trainers, super shoes, and spikes?
I don't know. I think it's we just kind of ask for shoes. So whenever we feel they're kind of like getting old, I guess. I don't know if there's like a consistent basis, but yeah. I mean, we were injured, so we didn't have to deal with that a lot this year.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what our shoe rotation was? I mean, they would just sit on our shelves most of the year.
I'm sorry. Someone got too smart. I'm going to ask a listener a question that was just too smart and like 3. Oh, man, that's why I was laughing. You'll know. Jared asked, will Oregon make it to NCAAs this year?
Hi, buddy. Oregon will be making it to NCAAs this year.
No doubt.
That could have been like the single worst performance in our program's history. Across the board.
Did y'all get like a loud like speech when y'all got back to Eugene in the locker room?
It was worse. It was just like it was right after the race, and he just like gathered us up, and just like pure like disappointment on his face. Like it was like I feel like a son had just completely failed my father. Like dang.
Marshall asked favorite Fortnite skins.
Gosh, I forget the name of some of them, but there's the Red Rider. I think the one I use a lot is like the Fable maybe. I think it's Fable. That's what it's called. And then there's one I like that nobody uses. I run a lot. It's like the Junkyard skin, but I love it. Yeah, I have a couple like unique skins I never see people run that I run a lot. But yeah, I just forget the names. I haven't played Fortnite in so long.
I have to ask Connor, do you know like the skin I use? You know what the name it is? Like the one skin I have?
The RGC. Dude, I haven't played Fortnite in so long. I forgot like all the skin names.
Well, I have like one skin I use, and it's just like all black pretty much.
Craig said, Connor, if you had one thing to say to the ops, what would you say?
I feel like the ops need to be a little more specific in this instance.
Fill it in your head. What would you say?
I have a lot of ops.
Might be on the West Coast.
I don't know. I need to run faster right now before I can say anything to the ops.
Fair. Josh said, when you're feeling doubt about your training, what do you do or tell yourself?
Training doesn't matter. It's about how you race.
I don't really doubt my training that much. I mean, like, there's bad workouts every now and then, but it just happens. Like, you're not going to feel good all the time. Just got to roll with it and know that you just have that inner self-confidence that you can just, like, assure yourself that no matter what's happening, you're going to go on the line, you're going to compete, and you're going to do the best you possibly can.
Ethan asked, English or Spanish? David asked, Niels Laros or Cam Myers?
My boy Cam Myers, bro. Cam on top.
Love that guy, but like anytime I ask to get him on the podcast, he's always like, contact my manager, and I'm like, you're not that cool, bro. If he's listening, that's okay. Like,
Buddy's that guy.
Hey, talk to his manager, little bro.
Yeah. Take it up with his manager.
Niels Laros all the way. Bro fell and ran 349.
Yeah, that's insane.
He's actually the one person I actually wouldn't mind beating Jakob as a Jakob fanboy, just like for the story. I don't think he will.
Even like Hawker, you wouldn't want Hawker to beat him?
No, I'm pretty deep in the Ingebrigtsen train.
Nah, that's crazy.
You a Hawker guy?
Unpatriotic, bro.
Yeah.
He'll move to Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Jakob's never been on the pod. He doesn't care.
Get out of our country, bro.
This is such a odd way to frame the question. Are you physically fit to do cross country this upcoming season? Y'all do the pacer test to see if you're fit?
Yeah, I failed my physical, so I can't compete this year, actually.
Great username, Patriots_247365. Super creative. Will Oregon football win the national championship? I'm going to say no. Y'all are in the Big Ten. About to get cooked.
I don't follow like off-season football that much, but I'm going to have to say yes, bro. Oregon's a go. Oregon wins everything. Green wave.
Well, I mean, y'all didn't even have the chance to win the Natty and Cross, but okay.
Green wave.
Simeon, you follow football?
Not really, but we're probably going to win just because.
Gabriel throwing unreal shade to Simeon. How does Simeon feel that he's not going to the Olympics?
I feel really good. I'm really happy.
Kevin asked, worst post-run meal you have at Oregon?
Worst post-run meal?
Just be like whatever HGC is serving that day. Maybe like the sweet potatoes. You like those, but that's just disgusting. Like who cooks sweet potatoes and who eats those?
All right, bro. I don't want to hear it. This kid, Connor will like get a burrito and then pour syrup in his burrito, and
dude, that's fire.
And have like
that's so fire.
Eggs.
Nah, you're just hating, but you haven't tried it yet. It's so good.
That's disgusting.
You know what the best place in Eugene is? Y'all ever eat at Studio One Cafe?
Yeah.
That place is good. I think that's
pretty
up
solid.
there. Yeah.
I'd say it's like B or C tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Me personally.
That's like you saying like Prees, actually. And maybe it was Connor who was saying Prees is overhyped.
Prees is overhyped. Prees is terrible.
Oh my gosh. Goated trail. Someone asked, why do you bleach your hair, Connor?
For the one times, just felt like switching it up. Need a little fresh start. Grow it out again. So got the frosted tips going now.
How's Mrs. Burns feeling about the hair these days? You keeping her happy?
Yeah, she's happier it's longer now.
Sky.bird23 asked, are we gonna see any new Instagram content soon? This is true. Y'all been kind of offline.
I know. I haven't had anything. I'm just been boring right now, bro. I have nothing to post about.
Go run a mile.
I lost all my creativity when I stopped running. Lost motivation for everything.
Walmart mile soon or no?
Can't do the same thing twice.
Would you get a text from Well, you didn't break 5, which is skill issue 1. So there's.
All right, buddy, go run a mile in Walmart.
I mean, I think if you broke 5, I would say yes, but the barrier's there, and you probably got followers.
Maybe it's
from
like, and maybe down the road, like
break Cole Matissen's. Y'all see him break the record,
his airplane record.
Yeah, that could be a play.
But then you're just copying, bro. You gotta find gotta be creative about it. If I have a good idea, maybe I'll implement it. But
let's be real.
I just haven't really been struck by that inspiration.
Let's be real. If your friends from the West did that on the airplane, you would 100% do it. It's because you're buddies with Cole Matisen.
All right, that's a good point.
Yeah. See, man, what about you? Hop on any trends these days?
Go follow my TikTok. Instagram's boring.
That's true. You're active on another platform. Very fair.
But he posts like a 10-second video of him looking at a sunset.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear
W content, honestly.
Facts. So Connor, if you ran and broke 5 in Walmart, like if you did the Walmart mile, would you get a text from Jerry about it, or would he not?
Probably not. I don't think he has any way of seeing that. So
Yeah, unless like some like person at Nike screen recorded it and sent it to him on text message, I don't think he'd
Yeah.
ever see it.
Or someone that emailed him about it probably would happen.
Wait, y'all see that guy at Walmart who will maybe I sent you this reel, Connor, but he'll like have a gallon of milk and cereal and he'll like pull both over his head in a Walmart and they got like kicked out of Walmart.
Yeah, my little brother's done it like 10 times. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
But he's going for the record of like most milk jugs poured in Walmart or something.
Simeon, upcoming season. Connor, upcoming season. What are some things you want to have accomplished that when I talk to you guys in November, you want to look back on with pride?
I'm gonna have a goal that I don't bonk, and as long as that happens, then I won't lose to Simeon. So that shouldn't be my goal, but I think we're starting at a low point here.
All
after
right,
last
that's
season, so-
crazy. You cannot call beating me a low point. I'm taking offense to that actually. Matter of fact.
All right, bud.
I mean, what's our record?
Simeon?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to get hurt, and if I don't get hurt, I mean, I really don't see myself losing to Connor. 10K, 8K,
That's
800.
10K is crazy.
I
This guy's delusional now.
don't think it's crazy.
End of story. Appreciate you guys. We'll run it back soon. Always grateful to you guys for making time for me, for the people, answering their questions. Connor, you are an honorary assistant coach of the Running Effect. Same with you, Simeon. Just not dressed like it. Although the all white, the white jacket, kind of clean. It's like you got a hot date or something. But
I appreciate
cleaning
it.
up for the good people of
Close enough,
YouTube
honestly.
listeners. There you go. Stay mysterious. Stay Batman. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Dominic.
Thanks, Dominic.
See ya.